Hello everyone, Archana here. When I talk about nursery school, what is that very first thing comes to your mind? Of course, all of us do have our good old memories we have spent with our friends and teachers. But for me, when I say nursery school, the very first thing comes to my mind is nursery rhymes. Nursery rhymes have been around for hundreds of years and have been passed on generation to generation verbally. But none of us know what they actually mean or where they have come from. There are many nursery rhymes which are sung even today in many schools. But I would like to ask you, do you know many nursery rhymes which we have been singing today have been inspired to some historical event or person? Well, the very first famous nursery rhymes which we all know is Ring a ring a roses, pocket full of roses, Husha, Busha, all fall down. So when we sing this nursery rhyme, which has been very famous, and yes, we have enjoyed singing and playing with these rhymes. But it is widely accepted that this song came from the Great Plague of 1665. The Ring a ring a roses means the red lesions, that is a kind of a wound where the persons got on their skin. Pocket full of roses means that refers to the herbs that people carried in their pockets to protect themselves from this particular disease. And finally, all fall down. That means at the end everybody sneezes and all falls dead. So we enjoyed this rhyme playing in our childhood, and we used to happily fall down on the ground. It was a kind of happiness we used to get when we used to sing this rhyme and finally fall on the floor. But the real origin of this rhyme refers to that of the Great Plague of 1665. The very next famous rhymes is we all have heard of and yes sung. London Bridge is falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. So we enjoyed singing this rhyme, but do you know the dark and disturbing origin of this rhyme? This refers to the one about human sacrifice. They believe that unless and until a human is sacrificed under the foundations, the bridge would collapse. So this is a kind of called as immurement. Immurement is nothing but a practice of entombing someone into the structure. That is, a person dies slowly when we bury into the structure from lack of water and food. So it was believed that unless and until there is a human sacrifice, the bridge would not stand still. And if you could remember, a game also was played during our childhood where two kids would stand holding hands like an arch, where the other kids would go round and round when these two kids would sing a song. And finally, whoever was left at the end was grabbed by the hands of these two kids who was holding the arch. So this sounds creepy now, isn't it? Now let's go to another famous nursery rhyme, that is Baba Black Sheep. So did you know the origin of this nursery rhyme? Baba Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags full. One for the master, one for the dame, and one for the little girl who lives down the lane. So this nursery rhyme sounds innocent though. But when you go to the King Edward time, that is during the 13th century, there was a harsh wool tax imposed on the farmers. So 1/3 of the wool was given to the king, that is, which relates to the master. 1/3 of the wool was to the church, that refers to the dame, and 1/3 to the farmers. 1/3, 1/3, and 1/3 was totally equally given to the king, to the church, and to the farmers. But none was left to the people who actually cultivated the wool. The next famous nursery rhyme we can talk about is Jack and Jill, who went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling off after. So this nursery rhyme is very famous, but the darker side of this nursery rhyme should not even be anywhere near children. Jack and Jill are actually Franz Louis the 16th and his wife Marie Antoinette. Here, Jack or Louis XVI and his wife Marie Antoinette, who were beheaded. Jack or Louis XVI lost his crown, that is his throne and his head, and Marie Antoinette's head soon came tumbling after. So both were beheaded. So this is the bitter history of this famous rhymes, Jack and Jill who went up the hill. Well, these were the darker side of these famous nursery rhymes. So next time you come across these nursery rhymes, any child singing or you teaching your children these famous nursery rhymes, I'm sure this bitter history would come to your mind. If you have already come across these famous nursery rhymes and its origins, you can leave it in the comment section, else you can share them with your friends and family. Thanks for watching this video. Do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. Let's meet up in my next video. Till then, take care, stay safe, stay healthy.